Hi, buddy. Welcome to today's show. It is. I don't have my. I don't know what time it is, but it's. I think I'm on time. Oh, a little late. A little late. All right, Mike McRae is there. Hey, Mike, how are you?
Good, Jimmy. How are you?
Oh, fantastic. All right, let's hop into it. Ready? Hey, this is Jimmy. Who's this?
Hey, what's up, dude? This is JD Vance.
Hey, Mr. Vice President. What a pleasure to hear from you.
Boom.
What? Boom?
Yeah, boom. I'm trying to make that my new thing, you know? Like, hey, what's up, this JD Vance? Boom. Like my trademark, you know?
I like it.
Thank you. I thought you might, because when I call you, I always sound like a huge redneck for some reason. Like, I don't even sound like this in real life. I don't know. Your show just brings it out in me, I guess. So doing boom kind of fits in with that.
Well, I think it suits you fine.
Hell yeah, dude, boom.
So what's on your mind, Mr. Vice President?
Oh man, so much. One thing about me is that I'm always thinking. And, you know, I've always been like that. I remember when I was a kid, my grandma would come out in the yard and say, JD, what are you doing? And I'd say, I'm just thinking, Grandma. And everybody would know, like, okay, JD's thinking again. This could be a while. Dinner might be late. My wife, Usha, says I should start a podcast.
Yeah, it sounds like you're a very contemplative person.
I don't know what that means, but hell yeah, boom.
So what are you currently thinking about? That's my question.
Well, one thing is the Pope. There's a new Pope now.
Yeah, I know.
And he's American, which is good. I looked it up. Did you know there have been 266 different popes? Like, Jesus Christ, settle down. Hang on to one of them for a while. 266 separate dudes since whoever the first pope was.
St. Peter. That was the first pope, St. Peter.
No, that does not sound right.
Trust me, I'm right.
Look, I know I'm a recent convert, but I'm pretty sure St. Peter is the dude who lets people into heaven. How could he also be the pope from up there? No offense, but you're sounding pretty dumb right now.
Okay.
My guess is the first pope was a guy whose last name was Pope, so that's why that job is called Pope.
Okay, sure. Moving on.
Anyway, yeah, Pope Leo, which isn't his real name. He gets a separate Pope name. Okay, John Cougar Mellencamp. Pope Leo is an American dude from Chicago, which first of all makes it easier to talk to him because he speaks a normal language. And also it makes it more likely he will be an ally.
Ally of whom?
Donald Trump. Who else, dude?
It's not the Middle Ages, Mr. Vice President. I don't think the Pope is supposed to make personal alliances with world leaders.
Okay, I'm getting tired of all these rules that people are always coming to me with. That's illegal. This would be unprecedented. That violates the Constitution, blah, blah, blah. What a bunch of goody two-shoes, man. And you're not even the first person to say that very thing to me about the Pope.
Well, who was the other one?
The Pope, when I personally met with him recently. But I don't necessarily think he's the expert on this.
The Pope isn't an expert on papal matters?
Well, the Pope isn't an expert on what Donald Trump is or isn't allowed to do. Look, Mr. Trump demands complete personal loyalty. He's made no secret about that. And he wants that same loyalty from the Pope of the Church. I don't see what the problem is here.
All right, okay.
Because we're going to need the Pope and his enormous influence to help push President Trump's overseas agenda. Also, we want to keep an eye on him so he doesn't get too woke. You know, the previous Pope was kind of woke. I don't know if you knew that or not.
Woke how?
Well, you know, he was always like, be kind to immigrants and refugees. That bleeding heart bullshit that leftists are always doing.
That's just kind of boilerplate Catholic messaging. That's really the kind of thing the Pope should be saying, actually.
okay, maybe in your version of Christianity, but some of us like a version of Jesus that isn't a huge pussy.
Oh, Jesus.
A Jesus that recognizes sovereign borders and doesn't get handies in a twist when ICE goes and fucks up a whole ass family, like Jesus with some balls. And we need a pope who gets behind that.
I don't really see a pope or anyone who calls themselves a Christian getting behind that. What if the pope doesn't go along with your new muscular brand of Christianity?
Well, I think the obvious recourse would be to put some tariffs on Vatican City. That's its own country, which means we can tariff it.
Tariff on what? What do they make? Are they even a trading partner of the U.S.?
I don't know, like St. Peter's Basilica T-shirts and shit. They got to make something. Point is, we're not afraid to make them feel pain if the Pope gets a little too popey.
Well, it sounds like you've thought long and hard about this, like you've said before.
I know, dude. My head hurts from all this thinking. What are you thinking about, Jimmy?
You don't want to know, Mr. Vice President.
Oh, man, I bet it's something fancy. Well, I'll let you get back to thinking and doing your show. Can you do both at the same time? You probably can. You're a pro. I made a note here to make my next thing I think about my personal brand. That's so important these days, your personal brand. And speaking of that, boom. Talk to you later. Boom, 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 boom.
Boom. Okay, J.D. Vance. Fantastic. He's a little too likable. He's very likable. I mean, your version of him.
Well, I know, man. That's the point. These can't all be assholes.
He reminds me of that Trey. Who's that comedian? Trey. I'll think of it. He's got a southern accent. That's his thing. Why am I blank on name? Sorry. All right, let's move on to the next one, and I'm sure that guy's name will pop in my... No, not Nate Bargatze. Is that what you're thinking? Very little slight. I'll think of it. Hey, this is Jimmy. Who's this?
Hello, Jimmy. This is Kevin Spacey calling you.
Friend of the show, Kevin Spacey. How you doing?
Oh, friend of the show, am I? Is that what this is? Friendship? Are we friends, Jimmy?
No, Kevin Spacey. That's just a phrase we use. You and I are not friends. I find you loathsome, actually.
Yet you continue to take my calls. Curious thing, that.
I don't know who's calling. I just answered the phone here.
Don't lie to me. I know it says Kevin Spacey on that little doodad dingaling that you're looking at.
Oh, no, okay.
Point is, you love me, and you need me. You need villains, Jimmy Dore, just like everyone else. You need to be able to say, look how terrible Kevin Spacey is. I'm way better than Kevin Spacey. Hello?
Yeah. I am better than you. Go ahead.
Okay, well, all right, fine, maybe you are.
Okay.
You want to edit things here?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Well, you go ahead. You could do.
Okay.
You do your part.
Oh, okay. Sure?
Yeah, go ahead.
Oh, come on now. Don't tell me you don't sexually harass all the young boys you have working for you on your show.
You know, I don't have young boys working for me on my show.
What are you, an idiot? Why would you not hire young teenage boys so you could sexually harass them?
Because I don't want to sexually harass teen boys.
Okay, maybe you are better than me, actually. Who do you hire then?
Well, there are a lot of women on my staff here.
Women? What the fuck is even happening right now?
How about you tell us why you called, Kevin Spacey?
I will happily do that, Jimmy Dore. Now, what is the usual motivation for me calling you, Jimmy? What is, as they say in screenwriting, the inciting incident?
Well, you usually have secured some small triumph that is a step towards you getting uncanceled for your crimes.
Not crimes, civil matters for which I have been cleared. But yes, exactly. Much like the disgraced former New York Governor Andrew Cuomo, good friend of mine, I call Jimmy Dore simply to gloat over some small but significant triumph, indicating that I ultimately will not be held accountable.
Yeah.
And this tends to make you legitimately angry, which I find entertaining, but not sure about anyone else.
Okay, get to the point, pal.
Well, this phone call is no different. Now, Jimmy, in the past, I've seen fit to inform you of every tin horn accolade tossed to me by Europeans who are clearly unfazed by the victimization of teen boys by older gay men. But the other night, I took my rightful place on the world stage in the epicenter of the acting world.
What do you mean?
Jimmy, I was awarded a Lifetime Achievement Award in cinema at Cannes.
No!
The Cannes Film Festival is happening as we speak.
No!
And I was honored. And I accepted the shit out of that award.
Oh, wow. Wow.
Mm-hmm.
Wow. You got to be. This is right up there with them giving a standing ovation to Will Smith after he went up and physically assaulted someone who was presenting an award.
Thank you.
You got to be. You got to be joking. You were really honored at Cannes or Cannes, however you say
Jimmy, it. I dare say I was feted at Cannes or Cannes.
Okay, well, I have to ask, who exactly gave you the award?
Jimmy, this award was given to me at the Better World Fund Gala at the Carlton Hotel in Cannes, France.
And who put on this gala?
The Better World Fund. It's a charity organization dedicated to, quote, cinema and art in the service of humanity.
Ugh.
Isn't that delicious?
Oh.
I wish I could eat it with a spoon.
Oh, my God.
If these people think I'm a good guy, then I must be a good guy. Sorry, haters.
Oh, my God. All the people in the world. Are they in any way associated with the Cannes Film Festival?
No.
Okay.
No, fuck you. It counts. Fuck you. I received this award within the city limits of Cannes during the Cannes Film Festival. That counts. Enough so that the major news outlets picked it up, and most people just read headlines anyway. So it looks like I was honored by the Cannes Film Festival. So suck on that.
But you weren't.
But I may have well been. And I was quoted by these news outlets, the speech I gave. It's good to be back, I said. You see the beauty of that? I am back because I declared I was back to a bunch of fucking French frogs. That's power.
I see that you said it's good to be working again. Are you working again steadily?
No, but if I say that, people will get the notion, hey, other people are hiring him. I guess the coast is clear. Maybe we can hire him too. I'm bootstrapping my way back in, baby. Fake it until you make it again.
I see.
And I've racked up enough phony Euro trash awards that seem legit. There's only one place to go.
And where is that? Where?
L.A., baby. The City of Angels. La La Land. It's the one place actors got to go to make it in the first place, and then also years later to go grovel to get your career back. I can't wait to step off that bus again, just a wide-eyed kid from a small town with nothing but his dreams of redemption and a single beat-up old suitcase with a checkered pattern on it.
Oh, brother.
And Jimmy, I'm going to make it. I can feel it. I'm going to get half-heartedly and quietly embraced by producers and studios and start easing my way back into productions. And then finally on Oscar night, that night of nights, I will be honored with a Lifetime Achievement Award several blocks away by the Rotary Club of Greater Los Angeles. And Spacey will have returned.
Well, it sounds great. Do keep us posted.
Oh, you know I will, Jimmy. You know I will. But I'll let you go for now. Francoise's sedatives appear to be wearing off. Time to concoct a story. Did you know I'm also a writer? Ciao, Jimbo.
Oh, my God. I like that call from Kevin Spacey because it exposes the shallowness of show business in a way that only a Kevin Spacey situation can. And I like when all those people were saying how much Roman Polanski was a great guy. Guy who literally plied a 13-year-old girl with the sedatives and then anally raped her at Jack Nicholson's place. It's just and then skipped town
like you do. Who among us hasn't?
Right.
He who without the cast the first stone.
It's remarkable. Okay, all right, brother. That was a great job. Do you I'm running a little behind. Do you have anything you want to tell people?
Yeah, hey, Saturday I'm headlining the Margaritaville Lake Resort in Lake Conroe, Texas, north of Houston. For ticket links, go to my Facebook page or follow me on Instagram. That's Mike McRae Online, MACRAE.
Okay, Mike McRae, thank you. Have a great time Saturday night north of Houston, headlining that show. That'll be great. People who show up will be well entertained.
Oh, they will. We'll have fun.
Okay. All right, brother. Talk to you soon.
And then we'll go on water slides.
Yeah. Okay. Talk to you soon.
All right, guys.
All right, we'll be right back.
We'll be right back. All right, be honest. Have you noticed yourself moving slower, avoiding stairs, feeling stiff in the morning? If you know what I mean. If so, pay attention. The truth is, mobility doesn't just vanish overnight. It's slow decline. It's a slow decline. And before you know it, you're the guy making weird noises every time you get off the couch. But by the time you pay those grunts enough attention, it can feel too late. But it doesn't have to be. That's where Juvent comes in. This isn't some gimmick or magic pill. It's a clinically proven device that uses safe, low-impact micro vibrations to strengthen your bones, improve your circulation, and keep your joints working the way they're supposed to. Notice I said micro vibrations. This isn't like those other shake plates on the market, which, by the way, can be extremely dangerous. I stand by my Juvent, and I stand on my Juvent for at least 20 minutes a day. I use it. I was using it before they were an advertiser on the show. It was recommended to me by Pierre Corey because it creates stem cells. It helps your joints, your bones. I have a bone problem. And it's made a noticeable difference in how I feel. It's like giving your body a tune-up before it completely breaks down. Athletes, doctors, even NASA use this thing. And it's good enough. It's good enough for astronauts. It's good enough for me, especially lady astronauts. With a 10-year limited warranty, financing options, and the ability to use FSA funds, it's never been easier. So don't wait until your knees sound like a bowl of Rice Krispies. Get a Juvent today. Go to juvent.com/door and start moving like you're supposed to. That's JUVENT.com/DORE. Use the code DOOR for $300 off at checkout. Your joints will thank you. Trust me.